Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Huskies looking to keep this drive rolling. Keeping it on the ground here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Cross.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it downfield. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off here. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Dropping back, it's Smith. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized a heads-up play from the guy who... They're in the right place, just the right time.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. The pocket breaking down. Snags a quick throw. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff again. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking downfield, it's Smith. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll set up for the PAT. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And they'll finally bring him down, but he has set up the offense inside the 15-yard line. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete, but the defense jumped offside that time. This should result in a 1st down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Using his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
You need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Smith. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a short completion of the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Dropping back, it's Smith. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Fair catch, take it at the 50. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. See how efficient this offense can be. They got a chance to add some points here before the break. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskies will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They get the second half started with a running play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the tailback's got it again. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. I'm starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
He's going to hand this off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Smith. The pass rush closing in. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. And the receiver's got it. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. A running play called on 4th down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations we practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Smith. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. And someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Washington offense heads back out onto the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and, of course, the last couple of years with Michael Penix.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Washington now operating in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And there's the handoff. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They go with a direct snap. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Try to run it with the option. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Here comes a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Huskies will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This one falls incomplete, but it looked like the defense jumped off sides. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Huskies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. second down and goal. They'll try the option play here. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away. So second down after the incompletion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Scanning the field, it's Smith. Makes a quick grab.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Nice, easy route here for the quarterback and receiver. A hitch on fourth down, and not only do they get the first down, but some positive yards here for this offense.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Bites off a defender. Got him. He's sacked.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players in the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Dropping back, it's Smith. Bringing pressure. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pocket breaking down. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives him a chance.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now.
Just another example, this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And here's the handoff. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Give it to the back again. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.